how are you? It's your Forest Fairy here. Nice to see you again, Aries. What's going on with the army? With the army of Aries. I love your cards. It's because I don't shuffle them. I don't work with the cards until the day of recording, right? I do a lot of recordings, and I work with, obviously, with the 12 zodiac decks, the Roko deck, the Christ and the Angel decks, and then whatever I feel like on Saturday. So I work with a lot of decks, and it's not until I get to your day that it's usually Tuesdays. And again, as I've mentioned before, Aries, because of all the editing, we edit 16 videos a week that we record a week in advance. So that's why sometimes I noticed in I'm not sure if it's last week's or where I was mentioning at the very, I get really screwed up, or I'm actually recording in, let's say, Taurus season. And I say Taurus season, but when it goes up, then I'm into Gemini season. And that's what happened last week. And I'm just like, I have to remember when this is actually going to go up versus the time I record. First, speaking of Gemini season, we got the Knight of Swords. That's Gemini energy right there. What are you aiming? What are you aiming for? Aries, what is it that you have got your eye on? Let's see, the energy that crosses you. You're not speaking about it. You're not saying anything, Aries. With this High Priestess, you're keeping what your plans are. It feels like you are ready to, I don't want to say attack, but you are the army. And it's something in the past, so I'll be very curious as to what's in the past. Higher Self, Empress, beautiful energy. Focus on Foundation, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. This is finding your magic. This is really beautiful energy of warmth and when male or female does not matter. This is obviously a feminine energy, being a queen. But when you walk into a room and you're looking good, everything, you're smelling good, you're looking good, you almost like float into a room, and people stop, and then they want to approach you. They want to talk to you. This is like the Queen of Wands for me. This is magic, where magic follows her. And it's beautiful. And this is your focus and foundation. It could be for some of you masculines, you're interested in a fellow Aries, female, Sagittarius, they got magic too. Or Leo. See, the king, this would be Aries. Because it's the queens for me are the cardinal signs, and you are the cardinal fire. In the past, 4 of Cups. Interesting. Do you see that? How that spear is aimed for that cup. Interesting, Aries. In the future, 3 of Wands. And it's almost like these plans that you have made, and it's not you. You're in that boat. If you can see, I'll sort of blow it up so you can really see. You're in this boat with the 3 wands. Yes. But I see this, it would be a buck, looking up at the growth. Something is about to take off. Something is about to grow. You're sort of waiting back in this High Priestess energy, in this Empress, waiting for whatever this is to grow. How do you see yourself, Aries? 9 of Wands. Again, it's like you're hiding. No, I don't want to say hiding. You're holding back. You're waiting for whatever it is that you have set up, you have planted, you have invested in. You're waiting for it to really take off. How other people see you. Queen of Cups. Interesting. This is really listening to your intuition. This is almost like a psychic knowing of I'm going to say, the power of opening up your heart to really listening to that intuition. Again, it's very Piscean, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but Piscean, especially with this High Priestess here. And that's how other people see you. Hope and or fear. Again, every time I see this card, it's cutting through the red tape. And that could be what you're waiting for some of you investors, for some of you, I'm hearing, what are those, not contractor, I guess they are contractors. They land development, like they will build, apartment buildings and this like land development, but for residential. I'm hearing that there's a lot of red tape to go through. It's just driving you insane. However, you're going through it because you will really see the growth once it's up and running, whatever that means to you. And for some reason I'm hearing, not contractors, what are they? I don't know. I'll put it in the little thing down here. It's a word retrieval. I can't remember a word, and then I edit it and I go, oh my goodness, it is, and I put it down there. Not subcontractors, not contractors, but they're like land developers. I'll figure it out. Page of Coins. This is very interesting. This is a practical application of something that you've learned. What is it that you are aiming for? Aries, bottom of the deck, that which you might not see, the Chariot, moving forward. And this is really believing in. Oh, Aries, this is believing in. Surrendering to the divine. See that star? Absolutely. I'm also hearing being protected. And you're heading towards that sun, that happiness. So, this Knight of Swords, and again, I've got books. And it's almost like what you have learned, like they used to say, book learned. What you have learned, you are now putting into practical application. Interesting. Aries. Let's take a look at the Knight of Swords. Clarify this Knight of Swords for the army. For the army of Aries. Aries. Right there. The star. Look at that. Look at that. It's like you're onto something. You are onto something, Aries. We got the star card. This is major wish fulfillment. And this is very Aquarius energy of emotionally detaching. And I'm really hearing with this 8 of Cups, you are emotionally detaching from any expectations. You are not putting emotions or attaching emotions to what it is that you're building, you're creating, you're making, you're developing, whatever it is. It's going to bring you, I'm going to say, wealth. And that's the wish fulfillment. And you're keeping quiet about it. This is Empress level stuff. This Star and Empress. And in between, the High Priestess, but you are not attaching emotions to it or expectations. That's what this 8 of Cups really speaks to me upon. And do you see how you're looking at it? Yeah, no, I got to keep myself. This is all business. All business. All right, Empress. You're just sitting back and waiting. You're just like that which you have created. Tough decisions have had to be made. I think it's regarding really clarifying, really getting in your head that you have to walk away from these expectations of whatever it is that you're waiting for. Oh, and it has to do with your creativity. Yes, indeed. Whatever you're creating, whatever it is that you are building. That's what this 3 of Wands is about. This is where your focus and foundation is your magic, whatever that means to you. If you're a creative. Queen of Cups, that's how other people see you. Well, indeed, and very much underneath that star, is your creativity coming from downloads from the stars? Are you really loving this Gemini season where you're just getting these inspiration? If you're a writer, the words are just flowing out of you. If you're lyricist, a songwriter, and it's just flowing out of you. You're doing it from home too. Interesting. Look at this. For some of you that had to make a tough decision regarding leaving a home to really be able to create, no worries. Don't worry about it. Aries, this is, you're following your intuition as the Queen of Cups does, and it makes me want to go over here before I go to that Four of Cups. And that's how other people see you. They see you as this beautiful Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands combination. Wow. And look at that. When you listen to your intuition, you're getting that confidence. That King of Wands. Other people see you as a leader. Other people see you as really, and again, this King of Wands is really stepping out. He's brave. He's warm. He's charismatic, like the Queen of Wands. This King of Wands is the masculine of the Queen. They are natural born leaders. They walk into a room, masculine or feminine, does not matter. They walk into a room and people turn their heads. Other people see you as that leader. Other people also see you as listening to your gut, listening to your intuition, following what it is that the stars are telling you, what moves to make, when to make them, the timing of it all. This is beautiful. Let's go in the past here and see what this Four of Cups is about. There's that Sun card. Interesting. And the reason why I say that, it's interesting because normally the Four of Cups would be about, you would see someone pouting. You would see someone not interested, rejection, this type of energy. But I don't see that with this Four of Cups. In your deck, I really see you as filling, as taking these loving, I'm going to say blessings, because it's coming out of nowhere, right? Like, again, with the ace, all the aces, Ace of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, it's like this hand in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck where it's just handing you truth with a sword. It's handing, or an idea. It's handing you a cup of love. It's handing you support. It's handing you golden opportunity. It's handing you a wand. And so I really see when the Sun clarifies the Four of Cups is that you keep counting your blessings. You keep accepting them, right? Through this Queen of Cups, we got it twice. Accepting these blessings. Being patient with these blessings for them to come, whether it be the ideas, whether it be, again, the pen skills, the writing skills, the skills to see, okay, this land has just come up and it's dirt cheap right now. I'm going to just buy and sit on that. I'm just going to quietly talk to my real estate guy and just buy that. And that, the listening to the gut, the not, and if I don't, let's say you see something at I go to these auction houses and I see something at an auction. I have a price in my head. I'm not going to go over that price. If I don't get it, I'm not attached to it. I don't imagine myself having that thing, using that thing, because I want to almost leave it to the fates, right? If it's supposed to be mine, I'm going to pay this amount or less. If not, it wasn't meant to be mine, right? Like, that's how I kind of look at auction houses. And I've basically furnished this house at the 100 Acre Woods with auction follies. I just call them auction follies, right? Having said that, I feel that this is clarified by the Temperance and the Sun, waiting for these golden opportunities, for this happiness. And it's not like you're waiting for happiness, it's that you're already living it. You're already living it, being grateful for that which has been, the opportunities being handed to you, the happiness that you're experiencing. Oh, the Alchemist. Are you turning lead into gold? Are you turning negativity into positivity? Are you turning all of that? Like, you know how sometimes people will take opportunities when everyone else is crashing, and that's when you climb the ladder? It feels very much like that. Three of Wands. Three of Wands is, again, a waiting card. Waiting for your opportunities. Waiting for your wands to grow, right? The strength. We got a lot of Leo in here. Leo with that King. Leo with the sun, Leo with the strength. And again, this is really being brave and strong. And, oh, I just heard, not giving away your power. And the King of Cups. We've got the Queen of Cups twice and the King of Cups and the King of Wands. This is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I really consider this Scorpio. The Queen of Wands for me is Cancer, Pisces, but mostly Cancer. And then, of course, the Knight is the Pisces, right? Energy. But I've said Pisces because I got this High Priestess here. This is being patient, again, with the Temperance card, being very patient. Oh, also detaching from, again, I keep going back to that Eight of Cups, is detaching from any expectations. Having the strength to really check in, keep your heart open. Okay, Aries, I hear it. Keep your heart open to receive the information from the stars, the downloads, to really then see it in your 3D world. All right, so this Nine of Wands, this is the I am not giving up. I am still moving forward. I'm cutting through this red tape. I'm applying what I've learned. Emperor. We have got some major players on the table for you today, Aries. Your higher self is in the Empress, but you see yourself as you. This is your card, Aries. This is you all day long, as really making those moves, as keep moving forward, of seeing the vision of the future. Yeah, and planting those seeds, waiting. This is another waiting card, like the Temperance card. Waiting quietly, like that High Priestess. She's sitting on her throne, the Empress, just waiting. And it's waiting for, again, we've got the Three of Wands, that sort of waiting for divine timing to take it to the next level, to the Ten of Pentacles is what I'm hearing. Seven of Swords is what's clarifying. The Five of Swords. Five of Swords is winning at all costs. Seven of Swords is really cutting through. When I say cutting through, it's almost like cutting through the BS of said government, right? Like if you are a land developer, as an example, I used that example earlier. Just cutting through all the blocks that they put in place. That's all sketchy. Governments, for me, are sketchy. I'm just saying. It doesn't matter which country, they're all kind of on that same sketch level, and they can yield their power just with a pen, just with a couple, oh, I'm sorry, Aries, you can't do that because of this, this, and this. And you're just like, okay, I'm going to find a way through. I'm not giving up. Yeah, that's what, yes. And that slow and steady night, to get, other people see you as 10, you know that the 10 is coming because you're not going to lie to yourself. You're not going to sketch yourself out and lie to yourself. This Emperor knows that the decisions that I am making, I've planted the seeds and they will turn into the 10 of Pentacles, even though other people see me as already being there. Hey, you could already be there. But what I'm saying is that this Five of Swords is really cutting through. It's giving you a headache, yes, but you are not giving up with this Knight of Pentacles. No. Because you can see, you've learned with this Page of Coins not to worry. You have learned not to worry. This, I'm really attaching this worry card to this, because again, worry is based in fear, and that's an emotion. And again, we've walked away from, you've walked away from expectations. If it doesn't work out, oh, that was a bird hitting my window. I always feel bad when that happens. Some of them fly away, others don't make it, especially if their beaks are broken. They don't make it. I have to put feeders up, and I'll tell you why. Because when I look out there, they see the reflection of the woods in the window, and they think they're flying to a tree, and they fly right into the window. It's terrible. The little finches, females, mostly females. Anyways, I just heard that, so sorry. All right, back to the Page of Pentacles. Last card out. You are learning, and it's right above that King of Cups. I believe learning how to turn your back from worry and make the plans to steadily move forward. Again, with this Six of Swords right beside this Knight of Pentacles, moving towards something that is going to build you the 10 of Pentacles, because you know you've already put in the work with this Seven of Pentacles. You're just waiting. Now, the Chariot, moving forward, which again, the Six of Swords is very much about moving forward. And that which you might not see is exactly where you are moving forward. When a Clarifier is the same as one of the main card decks, that's how you see yourself. You see yourself as moving forward. You see yourself in Emperor mode. You see yourself as planting the seeds. You see yourself as putting faith in the divine, really surrendering to the fates is what I'm seeing. And with this and being patient, this is bringing you happiness. Aries, this is gorgeous. I love your cards. I love the messages. I love the energy of Aries. I really, really do. Let's do some angel numbers. I see 284. 284, my sweet Aries. I love you guys. 284. Your angels are encouraging you to do what is right. Step into service and know that your own pathway will be served by it. Well, 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 Aries. That's beautiful. I see 77. I see 96. I see 996. Let's do that one. I'm at the back of the book. 9. That's at the very, very back. 996. One of the last messages. 996. Waves of inspiration and love are moving through you and emerging from you now. Share your gifts with the world in order to experience grace. Well, isn't that what the High Priestess and Empress are all about? Grace. Absolutely. And it's interesting. Share your gifts with the world in order to experience grace. And it was that 284. Step into service and know that your own pathway will be served by it. Beautiful. Those are beautiful messages. 482. Let's do that one. 482 and 96. 482. 482. Your angels are encouraging you to follow your path and do what is working for you rather than making your dreams small to accommodate those of others. Wow. Don't make your dreams small to accommodate others. That's a really good message. 96, think big, Aries. And again, you guys, you're the cardinals of the fire. 96, that's beautiful. 96, let's do another one. Okay, any numbers that you see on my table, Aries, that I do not read aloud, those are personal messages for you. Get your book and take a look. If you do not have an Angel Numbers book, go to the description box below, click on the link, and grab yourself a book for all future reads. Your 96, your angels are encouraging you to slow down, as this will open up windows and doors to opportunity. And when I feel that slow down energy, that's through the Knight, that's persistence, the Knight of Pentacles, and planning with the Six of Swords. Again, it's slowing down, not getting your, knickers in a twist, as they used to say, and getting all hot-headed with this. Walk away from those expectations. Like you expected to be able to, let's say, and again, I keep going back to these builders, develop this land, and it's open land, and you have the plans, you have the people waiting, you have the guys ready to pour the cement, and you've got more paperwork to go through. Just, make the calls. Make the calls. Set those guys, those contractors, those subcontractors. This is what I'm dealing with. Be open and honest and keep moving forward. If they can't, then they have to break their contract. Because of that, you'll find someone else. Again, you keep moving forward. You're in Emperor mode. This is your major. Your major. Last one, I see 77. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good message right there. 77. Prepare for the best. Good news is coming and positive changes are unfolding. With the sun on the table, absolutely. And this is what I see for you, Aries. And I'm sure I'll see you again. Take care. From your Forest Fairy. Bye for now.